Okay, so next topic is ellipse. So ellipse looks like an oblong, right? So we have here, of course, the center of an ellipse. So the center of ellipse, this one, okay? And we also have a 4 latus rectum, okay? So this one, and this one. And we have two focus, okay? This one, and we have two vertexes. Okay? So we have here A, which is the distance of center to vertex, that is the semi-major axis. That's A. If you want to find the major axis, you have to times it by 2. So vertex to vertex, so that will be 2A, right? And then we have here from the here to here, the distance of that will be your B. And then if you will connect this one into the focus, the distance will also be A. Okay? So the distance to center to focus will be C. Okay? And then the distance from the center to the directrix is D. Center to directrix. So if you want to find the distance between two directrices, that will be 2D. Okay? So the major axis will always be the longer one, and the minor axis will be the shorter one. Okay? And their model equation will be now ax squared plus by squared. As I said earlier, the circle has the same coefficients with x squared and y squared, but now the coefficient of x squared and y squared is different. Okay? They are not equal. Therefore, if they're equal, it is a circle. But if it's not equal, therefore it is an ellipse. Okay, so we have here ax squared plus by squared plus cx plus dy plus ae. So you can see it's already here that a and b must not be equal. If it's equal, therefore it is a circle. And we have here the standard form, which has a center from hk. So a will always be greater than b. Okay, so whichever has the denominator greater denominator, it will be the major axis. So the major axis here will be horizontal, okay, because it is with the a is with x. And then here the major axis will be vertical, since a squared is with y. Next, it is just the same. So just remove h and k, and the center is at the origin. So again, the major axis is horizontal because a squared is with x, and then here the major axis is vertical because a squared is with y. Okay, so we got some properties here. So properties of an ellipse is eccentricity of an ellipse is always negative, less than 1. Okay, and to find the eccentricity, we have two eccentricity of the ellipse has two eccentricity. The first eccentricity is E equal to C over A, and then the second one will be E is equal to C over B. And then we also have a relationship of the ABC, which is A squared equal to B squared plus C squared. While the latus rectum, or the length of latus rectum, is 2B squared over A. The length of the directrix to the center is A over E, and the area of an ellipse is pi AB. While the perimeter of this one, this is just an approximation, is perimeter is equal to the 2 pi square root of the A squared plus B squared all over 2. So we also have the focal radius. So all you have to do here is focal radius, that is you will have here a given point, which is usually x and y. So that's a plus or minus eccentricity times the given x. And then if you are looking for the maximum, therefore use positive, and if you're looking for the minimum, use negative. Okay. Okay, so with that, let's try to answer number 1. We can start here. Number 1, so we have a given ellipse which is 9x squared plus 16x, I know, this is y squared minus 36x plus 32y minus 92 equal to 0. Okay, and then we'll just do the same thing with the circle. Okay, so group all the x first. Minus 36 plus 16y squared plus 32y equal to 92. Okay, so this has a common 9 and 36 has a common factor, so you can factor out 9, so you'll have your x squared minus 4x. Okay, plus now 16, so y squared plus 2y equal to 92. Okay, so now we can apply now the completing the square. So that's negative 4 divided by 2 is 2, and square of that is plus 4, plus now 16y squared plus 2y. So divide by 2, that's 1, square is plus 1 equal to 92. And then so we have to add plus 4 times 9, so that's 36, right? So plus 36, and then plus 1 times 16, okay, and then that's 16. And then that will become 9 times so factoring this one, we'll have x minus 2, right? X minus 2 squared plus 16 y plus 1, and this will become, let me use my calculator. So this is 92 plus 16 plus 36. That's 144. 144. And then divide everything by 144 because the left side must be equal to 1. You'll have here x minus 2. Usually what happens is this 9 will go down here, and then this 16 will go down here. That's usually, they just interchange their positions. So this is 16. 16 plus y plus 1 squared all over and equal to 1 because we divided by everything by 144. Therefore, by comparison of the standard equation, you can have here that the center, okay, the center is at 2 and negative 1, right? And then this 16, that will be your a, right? A squared equal to 16, therefore a is equal to 4, and then b squared is equal to 9, and then b will be equal to 3. Let's see what we are asked to find. Location of the center, we already find the center, so this will be your answer. Okay. So what else? We are asked to find what? The length of its latera recta, which is, so we already have answer for A, which is C at 2 and negative 1. So for letter B, that's LR is equal to 2B squared over A, right? Let's try to go back to the formula, which is, where is it? This one, latus rectum, which is 2B squared over A. Okay. So the answer here will be 2B squared is what? 9. And A is equal to 4. So this is 18 over 4 or 9 over 2 or 4.5. You can just have 9 over 2. Right? That's 18 over 4. So this is 9 over 2. So this will be your answer. This is also an answer. And then letter C, we're asked to find what? The first eccentricity. The formula for the eccentricity is E is equal to C over A. This one, that is the first eccentricity. If you are asked to find the second, this will be your formula. If you are asked to find just the eccentricity, just consider that the one that is asked is the first eccentricity. Okay? And also remember that a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. So for c eccentricity, so e is equal to c over a, but we have to find first the value for c, or we can just, since we know that a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared, right? Therefore, we can know that c is equal to the square root of a squared minus b squared. So let's try to substitute that. So you'll have your square root of a squared minus b squared all over a. So this will be equal to square root of value of a squared is 16 minus 9. Okay, all over a, which is 4. So this is square root of 7 over 4. So this will be your answer. Are there any more questions with this? Yeah, d is the distance between directrices. Okay, so the distance, remember that if you find d is equal to a over e, this is the distance from the center, okay, center to one directrix. So if you want to find you want to find the distances between the two directrices, all you have to do is just times this or multiply this by 2. Okay? So a, but we can change e actually, because e is equal to c over a, right? So this is c over a. So rewriting this one, you'll have a squared over c, and then a squared, but c is equal to the square root of a squared minus b squared, right? So this will be equal to a squared is 16, and this will be square root of 16 minus 9. So this is 16 over square root of 7, and this will be your answer. Okay. For letter E, the area of perimeter. Oh, actually, that is a typo. That must be the area and the perimeter. Okay. So first, let's find the area. Area is pi AB. Right? Pi AB. So this is just equal to pi times 4 times 3. So the area is 12 pi. And then for the perimeter, this is the perimeter of A is 2 pi square root of a squared plus b squared all over 2. So this is 2 pi square root of a squared plus b squared over 2. So this is 2 pi square root of a squared is 16, b squared is 9 all over. That's 25. This is 25 over 2. Square root of 25 is 5, right? So this will become 10 pi over 2. Or 5. Okay? And okay, so let's move on to the next number. Actually, I have something wrong here because this should be square root, right? This is not 5 pi. So replacing that will become the numerator is 5, right? Because square root of 25 is 5 times 2 pi, that's 10 pi. But the lower part should be square root of 2. So this is square root of 2. Okay? And this will be your final answer. Okay? Okay, let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so let's try to answer the second one. So for the second number 2, so we have a hallway 10 meters wide has a semi-elliptical arc. Okay, so ceiling which is 9 meters high at the center from the floor, and if the walls are 6 meters tall at both ends of the ceiling, how high is the ceiling 2 meters horizontally from either wall? So we are said to have a 10-meter wide. Okay, so 10 meters wide. So I already draw the length. Okay, so this so it is 10 meters wide, right? So this must be 10 meters, right? Okay. So this is 10 meters. So from this one is 10 meters. That's 10 meters long. And then ceiling, which is 9 meters high at the center from the floor. So from the center, which is here to here, that's 9 meters, which is this one. Okay. So this is 9 meters. And the next one is if the walls are 6 meters tall at both ends of the ceiling. So the walls are 6 meters. So that is from this one. Okay. So these are 6 meters. Also, the other side is also 6 meters. And then, how high is the ceiling? 2 meters horizontally. Okay. So 2 meters from either wall. From either wall. So we are asked to find here. Let's say that this from here is 2 meters. So this is 2 meters. And then, of course, therefore, what happens here is from this point, you will have here a line. So from this one, you will have here a line. So what is asked is how high is from here to here. How long is that one? So let's call that h. Okay? So that will be the length of this one. And we have of course from here to here there's already 6, and then let's just call this one h. Okay? And if I will complete this one, if I will make here a another line here, it's not, can't move it. Okay, I cannot move it. Just draw one again. Anyways, so therefore we can say that this point is, if I will say that this is the center, if this is the center, therefore I can also say, if I will make a line here, therefore this is also the center, right? And then if this is the semi-elliptical arc, therefore this point will be your vertex. So from here, what is this point? This point will be, if this is 2, therefore this is 5, right? This is 5 meters. And therefore this is 3 meters. Okay? So from the vertex, or let's say that this will be your vertex 0, 0. So the coordinates of this one will be, x will be 3, right? And then how high is that? That will be just h, okay? Because this is your 0. So this will become 3h. Yeah, okay. So I will now isolate this part. Okay. Isolating that part, therefore you'll have here something like this. So this is the first one. For some reason it's not broken. Anyways. Okay. And then an arc. I'll just draw it manually. Okay. So let's say that this is the arc, right? Therefore, this point, since this is already an ellipse, so we can say that if this is the point vertex, therefore this is 3, not h, you can replace it by y, right? You can replace it by y. And then we can also say that h is equal to, the capital H is just the h plus 6. Okay? So this is h plus 6. Okay. Okay. Therefore, if this is the vertex, therefore from here to here will be your A. Okay. And then from here to here, this will be your B. But we have to find the value for B, which is, what is the value for B? We already have the value for A, which is 5, right? Therefore, A is equal to 5. But what is the value of that? Since this is from, from here to here, that's 9 meters, and from here to here, that's 6 meters. Therefore, we can easily say that from here to here, this is 3 meters. Therefore, we can say that B is equal to 3 meters. Okay. Therefore, we are looking for y, and this is your x. And then, if the ellipse has the vertex or the center, actually this is a center, not the vertex. Sorry about that. This is the center. Center at 0, 0. The equation will be x squared, right? X squared over a squared plus y squared equal over b squared equal to 1. So if I will now substitute the values for that, you'll have x is equal to 3. So 3 squared over a squared will be 5 squared plus y squared is the one that we're looking for, and then b squared, where is b? B is 3, so 3 squared equal to 1. Okay, and then you will be able to find the value of y, which is also the h, is equal to 2.4. Okay, we are looking for h, right? Therefore, we can say that h is equal to 6 plus h, or equal to 8.4 meters. That's it. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic.